Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books? Movies? Podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers.
Welcome, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends to Spoiler Sleepover, Season 3, the Season of Suffering. Suffer along with your co-hosts Jason, Michael, and Rob as they watch and review some of the worst films to ever hit the screen. Now, enjoy the show. It'll be a real scream of a time.
Welcome back, everybody, to our pool party. That's right.
Yeah.
In the middle of winter, the dead of bullshit January.
Ugh.
Here we are, back. Spoiler Sleepover. I'm Jason Michael.
And I'm not wearing a swimming suit, Rob.
I see everything.
Yep, it's my birthday suit.
Everything. He just had to pick something up off the ground. And dear God, I saw all the way down Main Street. Anyway, we are, of course, here to talk about fun fact, because math doesn't math. This is our third to last movie of The Suffering.
Sure done diddly is.
Didn't fucking realize that at all. But here we are talking about Night Swim from 2024. Now, I was really intrigued when I first saw the trailer for this. Had no idea what to expect. Didn't go see it in theaters. But now we have the perfect reason to see it now. But before we get to Night Swim, Rob.
Yeah.
What's been keeping you up at night?
Well, to make it super duper easy and to sound like you for the past 3-4 seasons,
You're welcome.
I've been watching
3 or 4. We're still on 3.
I've been watching The Walking Dead still. I am.
Oh my God! Come up with something. No, I'm sorry.
I have 2 episodes left in season 8.
Jesus, you fucking flew through that.
Yep. I'm almost done with season 8. Dude, the episode 1 of season 7, I fucking bawled my eyes out. Like, hard cried, audibly cried.
So that's what you were watching when you texted me. I was in a work training
Yeah.
all day, and then I just get this massive overflow of fuck this show, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you.
Yep.
And I was like, Jesus, all right.
Yeah.
By the way, I have a Negan tattoo. I don't know if you ever knew that.
Oh my God. Well,
I'm going to punch you in the
this
face.
is the end of the podcast. Yeah.
Again, I want to know how many times we've almost ended the podcast.
1,500 times at this point.
Selena, we have a job for you.
So, yeah. And then for those of you who know, here, I just scrolled through. I'm going to
Oh,
read.
God.
I'm going to read the exact text I sent Jason Michael. Season 7, episode 1, and this entire show, and anyone that has ever bought a shirt, merch of, or cosplayed as Negan can go fuck themselves and should have their
did that too.
skulls bashed in. I'm on episode 2 and I'm still crying. For everybody wondering, it took 3 episodes before I stopped crying. That wrecked me.
The first couple episodes are rough of that season.
I have been
emotionally.
Dude, I've been numb. And I mean that, like, it was like watching an actual friend or family member be actually murdered in front of me. Like, I have been, even in my life, I've been slightly numb. That shit broke me.
God damn.
And now that I'm on season 8, you know what happens in season 8, and I've passed
All out
that
war,
point.
baby.
And yeah, so the 2 out of 3 characters that I love the most are dead. And yep, I just, fuck me, dude. the thing that pisses me off the most is I had I want Negan dead, and it was spoiled that nope, not only does he not die, he has a redemption arc and becomes a friend. And I was just like, never for me. Don't give a fuck. There's no way. There's nothing he can ever do that will redeem what he did. I don't give a shit. Nope. Fuck you and your tattoo. Fuck my old friends who have their t-shirts. Fuck every asshole who I've ever seen cosplay as Negan. Negan is a piece of shit.
I did that.
Yeah, fuck that.
I also made Lucille several times in real life.
Hate it. Fucking hate it.
Cut the fuck out of my hands, dude.
Anyway, so yeah, I shit you not, that's what's been keeping me up at night. Like there has been very few moments other than watching the movies that we talk about on here. That's all I've been watching. I'm behind on The Rookie. I'm behind on Landman. I'm behind on every fucking other show, and a bunch of new shows just rolled out. The Johnny Knoxville's new Fear Factor is out.
House.
Haven't watched it. I have been living The Walking Dead, and what sucks even more is I'm ready for the show to be done so I can jump onto the spinoffs. Like I'm sold. I've already watched the first 2 seasons of Fear the Walking Dead, and that was when they were airing, and I actually really liked them. I've heard nothing but hate for that show, which kind of shocks me because I'm like, why? But who knows? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. So The Walking Dead, that's what's been keeping me up at night. What's been keeping you up at night?
Way more than that. I've been actually watching a decent amount besides obviously what we're talking about now, and then which we will get into at the end of the episode. Drumeo, they do their drum challenges with drummers that, have never heard a song before. The most recent episode was actually Coheed and Cambria's drummer
fuck yeah, dude.
Playing a Black Sabbath song that they've never heard before called Alter Forever.
How has the drummer from Coheed never heard a Black Sabbath song?
So once the song started, he's like, I don't know this one. And then they're like, Drumeo Strikes. And he started playing along with it. He goes, is this Black Sabbath? And they go, oh, okay, yeah. And he's like, it's young Ozzy. So he's like, I wasn't sure, whatever. But
weird.
In this one, honestly, dude, first off, he plays the hi-hat with the left hand. I don't trust drummers that do that. I don't know. It's just a personal thing. But also at the same point,
that's me. I've
watched so many of these videos, and like Dirk from Megadeth had a great time doing it. You could see he's having fun playing it. Fucking Jelly Roll's drummer has a blast playing, and he looks like he's having fun. The Coheed and Cambria drummer is having the fucking time of his life playing the song, and it's so cool to watch. Like, I've seen Brooks Wackerman of Avenged Sevenfold try, I think it was a Ginger song, funnily enough, after I saw them with Trivium, and that man is business, and I'm here for it. Like, he will put his nose to the grindstone and figure it out, but it's like, he's not really having all that much fun. It looks like he's playing it, but he's like playing it.
Right.
Versus like, fuck yeah, man, I don't know what's happening, but here we are. And it's like, that was cool to see. Besides that, one other thing on YouTube and then to the actual movies. You ever heard of Bro Science?
Yeah, from you.
Yeah, with Dom Mazzetti, the character of a weird Italian New Jersey guy who's just the most profound professor in gym etiquette and lifting and shit. I've fallen back down the rabbit hole of watching his videos, and it's insanity.
Insane,
and I'm
in the
still
membrane.
here for it.
Nice.
Now, for the movies, because of our conversation and also the wonderful news that has continued to come out, I ran through all the Jackass movies again.
Shit, yeah, dude.
3 is my favorite. 3 is hands down my favorite.
I think 3 is my favorite, too.
Like, 2 is good. There's a lot more gross shit in 2. It's also, like, knowing that Steve-O, like, was real in trouble for 2.
Yeah.
Like, and he got sober for 3. Seeing him sober is tremendous. But, like, he was rough in 2.
3.5 is the one where they do the interviews where Bam's chair breaks and Ryan Dunn just laughs at him. Yeah. I like 3's my favorite.
It's fucking chair.
Yeah, it's the one.
It's chair. Oh my God. Them just literally dying of laughter next to Tower Bridge is one of the funniest fucking things. Oh my God. But yeah, watching through all the Jackass and of course the .5s as well. And then I found this account on Instagram. I'm going to pull up their name because it's a combination of things, and I just want to make sure I say it right. It is Small Soldiers _custom, where they have custom figures of small soldier figures. I watched Small Soldiers again for like the first time in almost 20 fucking years. Holy
yes,
fucking
dude.
shit. That movie still holds up. It has so much heart, dude. And it's so good. And even though it's like 95 CGI, you don't fucking care.
No.
You enjoy that shit. It's so good. The jokes are really risque for kids' movies, but it was also a PG-13 movie. Dude, fucking... Oh.
You know the history behind the movie, right?
Go on.
So it was... And originally, it was written and to be an R-rated
Toy
film.
Story 2.
It was meant to
I can
be
see it.
like within the realm of like Puppet Master, and yeah, so those types of movies. And the studios that saw it were like, yeah, this kind of already exists. Like we need to find a different audience. So they initially were trying to edit it down to make it a PG movie. And they were like, there's no way you'll lose everything about this film if you make this PG. And so they did cut out a ton, but what came out is still a fucking fantastic film. It's a lot of fun.
It's so good.
It's dark as shit. It's got
so much heart.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I mean, I've always rooted for the Gorgonites. I still do.
Yeah.
I will say Archer doesn't really do shit now watching it years later.
No.
Like he's so cool.
Yeah.
But like he challenges Major Chip Hazard on top of the fucking like power thing. And he's like, aha. And then he gets stabbed in the leg and then kicked off the thing. It's like, all right, Archer, emissary of the Gorgonites, way to fucking go.
Yeah.
You look cool, but god damn it.
Do you suck?
And then there's the Frankenstein reference with Troblocon when he gets ripped apart and then they piece him back together. And then Troblocon's watching Frankenstein. It makes sense. And then when they resurrect all the Barbies and put the chip from Nick Nitro in them, they're playing the fucking Bride of Frankenstein music.
Yeah.
It's so good. But yeah, if you haven't seen Small Soldiers, don't talk to me until you fucking watched it. God damn
Or me. Seriously.
Yeah. Motherfucker. But that's what's been keeping us up at night. By the way, free on YouTube. So if you want to go watch Small Soldiers, it's free on YouTube.
I would say I know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I do know what I'm doing tomorrow, which is watching The Walking Dead.
Yeah. But also at this point, you have no excuse. Now that you know where to watch it for free, go watch Small Soldiers and then talk to us. If you talk to us before that, I swear to God. Anyway, that's what's been keeping us up at night. Let us know what you've been watching. Let us know if you've seen The Walking Dead, if you share similar sentiments as Rob does. I know, honestly, listening to you talking about this, I'm willing to start rewatching it again for like the fifth time.
Jesus.
Dude, I love that show. I cried at the finale, but that's also because I had been watching it since day one.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy it. And again, watch Small Soldiers.
Yes.
That is all.
Fucking do it.
If Jackass 3D is your favorite Jackass, great. If it's not, tell us which one is. Anyway, what's been squiggling in and out of our ears and doing nothing else, you fucking maniac? Earworms. Rob, wiki woo me.
So I discovered a new to me band. They've been around, let's see, since 2016, which is shocking because they're right in like my wheelhouse of like weird obscure music that I like. The band is called Spring Breeding. It's a 3-piece.
Ew.
Yeah. So they describe themselves as 3-piece angular sound. I have never in my life heard that as a type of music. And so I said, that's how they describe themselves. What do other people describe them as? And across the board, they were like, they are the angular band from Los Angeles. And I'm like,
what does that mean?
So apparently it's a subgenre of a genre, which is very fucking strange. When I started listening to it, I was like, oh, I'm getting all of these vibes from like so many different bands all in one. So it's got like this very like, there are moments where I'm like, oh, this is very Phantomos, and I love Phantomos, like fucking amazing band. Mike Patton is the shit. Everything Mike Patton does is fantastic, but like Phantomos is probably my favorite project of his.
Fair enough.
But it also has like sort of the Blood Brothers feel, and I'm like, okay, vocally I'm here for this as well. Then it has like the sound of animals fighting. Like it's this just collection of like, in each album, their sound like evolves. And it's not like, it doesn't devolve, it evolves to a point where their latest album, which came out in, well, so they, geez Louise, let me see. I want to make sure. So they released their last full-length album was released in 2022. They released a single in 2025. They have a full-length coming out this year. So
Okay.
they go from this very like choppy, like the drums would drive you fucking crazy until you really listen to all the other instruments that are being played and you're like, oh, I see what they're doing. But they go from that to like adding synthesizers, to using samples, to like, it gets insane each album that goes on. So they also have the funniest titles for their albums and song titles. So their first album full length from 2017 is called Experience in Fucking Toilet Paper Rolls. That's the name of the album. I was just like, excuse the fucking shit out of me.
You heard me, damn it.
The first song is called 100 Fleshlight. The second song, Recycled Testosterone. Like they have amazingly weird, just weird. The last song on that album is Australian Cock. Their second album is called Suck Eggs.
What is this, a fucking schoolyard insult?
My favorite one is the second to last song. Is the title of the song is Do the Vegetable Melt. And then their most recent, the 2022 album full length is called Doing the Limbo.
Sure. Is the Cha-Cha Slide on there too?
Yeah. But they have a song called Routine Suck. And I actually really like it because the lyrics are very simple. It's just like about how you have a routine. People have routines in their day and they suck. So like the title is very minimalist, but yeah.
Is it bad that my brain went somewhere else?
No, not at all. Especially with all of
cool.
these other titles that they have, it makes complete sense that you would go there.
I just like that they're probably horrific titles, but they're probably like, and then I drove my mother to the store. It's like,
no,
fucking,
God, no.
Okay, cool.
No. Like,
just everything's misleading.
Yeah, it's really good, man. I've listened to literally everything they've released, including their singles, everything, 5 times this week. I've really been enjoying it. And in between that, I've just been going back to, I've been in a hip hop mood. I've been listening to MF Doom and King Ghidorah and fucking Coast Contra still because they still fucking slap. But yeah, Spring Breeding, dude. That's what's been squiggling in and out of my ears. It's been fucking awesome. What
sounds painful with all those angles.
What has been penetrating your ear tubes this week?
Well, besides honestly me listening to everything that I have been normally listening to, yes, don't worry, Rob. There's other stuff. Listen, Coast Contra. I don't want to fucking hear it. Fun news. Trivium is currently in the process of recording their 11th album, and things are going quite well. That's a little news right there. But the things I've actually been listening to, the podcast Once We Were Spacemen with Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk, they just released an episode with Seth Green. So that was cool to listen to a bit more about, the history of Robot Chicken and hearing Seth Green's voice, not in a Robot Chicken sketch or Chris Griffin or fucking, what is he? God, Scott Evil. There we go. Jesus Christ. And like, he's really New York. He's got a real big New York accent. And it's, at times I was like, am I still listening to Seth Green? I don't, like, this is not the guy I know. He did kind of sound like Howard the Duck every now and then.
What a great show. I want,
because that's who he plays in the MCU.
Yeah, and we still need a live action full length movie. Another one.
If we get Seth Green, here for it.
Yeah.
But
cheeks.
The actual music artist new thing I've been listening to. I listened to all 3 of his albums. You ever heard of Djo?
Djo?
Some people might know who that is because it's a very famous actor who was just in something very, very big recently. And now that it's done, Joe Keery from Stranger Things, Steve, has his own band music act. Yeah, the End of Beginning, the Back in Chicago song, that's him. And when I'm back in Chicago,
Never heard of
it. Copyright. Anyway.
Never heard it.
Yeah.
I don't listen to the radio.
I guarantee it's less of that. I'm guaranteeing you've probably been scrolling and you're like, oh, this song for the bajillionth time within the past week. So, but I mean, the first album came out in 2020 and definitely was him trying to, make the best of the pandemic and trying to figure out, hey, what do I do with this, and finding his own sound. The second album, I think, came out in 23 or 22. Definitely found his own way, even though at points in the third one, which came out last year, it just kind of sounds like major Beatles influence. And I'm not a Beatles guy. Like, I don't get the hype of the Beatles, but honestly, there's some songs on there where I'm like, okay, all right, I can vibe with this. And then there's other songs like, okay, all right, this is the same song that I just heard. All right, fair enough. But I'm sure plenty of people out there have heard Djo. But yeah, that's what we have been listening to. That's our squiggly little earworms. Let us know what you've been listening to. Let us know if you're into listening to Angles or if you're into listening to Djo and Joe Keery. Honestly, it just sounds like every time I say thank you. Every time I say Joe Keery, it sounds like it's Cartman. Just Joe Keery, Joe Keery. But of course, moving on now to Rob's got a bunch of them.
I got 3.
Jesus Christmas
I have
Christ!
3, and I'm going to go in order of quickness. So, as of this week, they have officially released and announced,
as of the time of this recording,
the entire cast for Evil Dead Burn. So the entire cast has now been announced. We have, I'm hesitant to say anything.
Scarlett Johansson.
I will fucking end the world. I will find a nuke. No. Most of the actors and actresses that have been cast have been in like Netflix originals, Apple TV originals.
Oh no.
Yeah. So there's that, which is like, but to be fair, aside from the mother from Evil Dead Rise, most of those fucking actors and actresses were nobodies or small people who did smaller roles for, paid networks and stuff like that. And that movie's fucking mint. It's perfect.
It's a great movie.
Just going to leave it up to, we have the same exact people who did Evil Dead Rise doing this one. Hopefully.
And also, it's got a winning fucking title. Evil Dead Burn sounds badass.
Has been my background on my phone since the first poster got released. I have not changed it. It's so cool. But yeah, so if you want to look that up, IMDb, obviously you can look at the entire cast. Now, the second
thing, think I'm doing now?
Yet again, another small and quick thing, just because this is exciting for me. Last year, they had announced that they were going to be releasing a new season of Fiona and Cake, the Adventure Time spinoff show. The second season came out, ran its course, was fucking amazing, fantastic. But they also announced they were doing a Adventure Time kids show where Finn and Jake are babies, basically, like in diapers, and it was just a kid-friendly show.
Okay.
This week, they just announced new Adventure Time series in 2026. Adventure Time returns in 2026 with a new series where Finn and Jake aim to create a hero handbook since the Enchiridion is gone. So we are getting brand new right after the end of the previous series. The Enchiridion gets destroyed in the last episode. It's gone forever, which is good, but that means there's no longer a hero's handbook. But luckily, hopefully, this time they won't get it cursed, so we should be good. They didn't get the Enchiridion cursed; they just got it. So that's exciting for me and any of you who are Adventure Time fans out there. I'm amped. I can't wait. So
Okay.
now for the conversation portion of this.
Oh, fuck.
Again, this week, they just dropped the trailer and announced Star Wars Maul Shadow
Oh,
Lord.
yeah.
Holy shit. We were just talking about how they announced there was going to be a Star Wars horror property. This is not the horror property, but in our discussion, we did say, oh, how fucking dope would it be if it was Maul? And they were like, hold my beer.
And I will say, I will take said beer.
So I did, dude, I watched the trailer twice. It's the same exact animators, writers. It's the same crew that did Clone Wars.
Mhm.
So it's got that like look. It is not connected to the Clone Wars show. Granted, the show itself is just the lore. So technically it's part of the Star Wars universe, but we're getting an entire Maul story. Now, the reason I know this is not the horror property is I went to Google and I typed in, is Maul? That was all I typed in. And the full Google fill-in was just like, is Maul Shadow of the Lord the horror property that Disney Plus advertised? And it was a resounding no. No, not
Good.
at all. This is
Good,
not.
because in the trailer, I wasn't getting horror at all. I was getting like dark, like anti-hero / villain vibes.
Yeah, oh, for
like,
sure.
I was also thinking about this earlier today while, setting something up at work. I was thinking like, man, I know they need to, but I would love to just get a Maul series where it's about Maul. Like everybody else who I was seeing in there, I was like, I don't care. I'm only here for Maul, dude. Like, I don't give a shit about what else is going to happen in this story. And I don't want it to be like Maul gets a soft side and like hangs out with these people. Fuck that, dude.
No.
Maul needs to be Maul. Let Maul be Maul. Also, does that motherfucker have regular legs?
He does. This is the origin story. So this is his beginning. So we're getting getting the actual story, meaning descent, which is amazing.
Hell
because
yeah.
Maul wasn't always like a Sith Lord. He was just like an outlaw who fucking hated literally everyone. He hated the Sith. He hated the Jedis. He hated fucking everyone. So the trailer alone, you watch it, he's fighting Jedis. He's killing fucking stormtroopers. He's just like, he doesn't give a shit. And
he's fighting, what is it? What were the bad guys in Kenobi? The, like, brother one or sister, whatever the fuck. God, what are they called?
Yeah, I mean, he's fighting a fuck ton of people.
Yeah, basically that's exactly who it looks like, especially with the rotating saber.
Yeah,
which is cool, but goddamn.
The most exciting thing for me on this is the fact that it's Sam Witwer, reprising the voice acting role. So
Kenobi.
He's the fact that they're keeping it too. Like they're like, this isn't part of the Clone Wars universe. By the way, we've cast every voice actor that worked in the Clone Wars to reprise their voices for the same.
Don't get it twisted.
So I'm here for it. Like I think this will be the first time until this horror property is announced that you'll ever hear me excited for a Star Wars property, because Maul is my favorite villain. Like, I really like Maul. I think he's metal as fuck. He also just has the most fucked, quote unquote, redemption story. It's not really a redemption. Like, he gets Frankenstein, and I think it's amazing. He's
by Clancy Brown.
He's metal as fuck. Let's just put it that way. And
that man got his entire head and face tattooed. That man was just in fucking hell, just sitting there going, I can't itch it. So it's all peeling.
Yeah, that's my big news. That's my big creeping it real. I'm fucking amped. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna watch the trailer again tonight. Like, I'm excited. This looks fucking
such a nerd.
Good. So
you Trekkie.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you think. Have you looked over the cast for Evil Dead Burn? Are you excited? Are you apprehensive? Are you gonna just shut the fuck up like I am and go, Evil Dead Rise was perfect, this is also going to be perfect?
I will, but I did just look it up and seeing the dude from Wednesday who was like, you're the bad guy from episode 1. It's like, oh, cool, wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't like his face.
I don't either. I don't even like his face when it changes and he becomes whatever the fuck they call them on Wednesday. That show's fucked up. Anyway,
I don't care.
let us know are you an Adventure Time fan? If anyone who has listened to this podcast for this long is an Adventure Time fan and has not reached out to me, the fuck are you doing? I'm alone on this island of Adventure Time. Please, let's be friends.
Adventure Island.
Yeah. And then, of course, if you are excited for Maul, please let us know. We want to know, what are your thoughts? What are your worries? I feel like
I want to know.
Wars fans who are still Wars fans complain more than Trekkies do. Us Trekkies don't really complain. We're just like, more properties? All right, thanks. We're just happy. So, yeah.
We were also talking about how we didn't want another animated property, but here we are.
I'm okay with it.
If it's Maul, dude, I mean, listen, Ray Park can only do so much, but that man, that's the reason why fucking Darth Maul has an earring.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. This was not on my radar. I didn't even realize this was a thing until I was just like, wait, what the fuck is it? I clicked play on accident, and I was just like, oh, shit.
They also dropped a Masters of the Universe trailer today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which apparently Skeletor is Jared Leto.
I'm here for it.
I mean, he doesn't talk in the trailer, but he does look badass. But that's a different Creeping It Real for a different time.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, enough of that. Let's jump into everyone's favorite segment, Selena's Thoughts. All right, and these are Selena's thoughts on The Bad Nun, or The Best Nun. All right.
I have a feeling this is going to be very controversial towards us.
So I got two different texts from her. The first one. Oh, thank goodness, it's finally over. Selena said, went into The Bad Nun knowing nothing about it. Selena had told me in advance that not only did she not watch a trailer, she didn't read anything. She just hit play. So she knew nothing outside of what the poster was. Oh boy, was it bad. Pacing was so slow, I was on the verge of falling asleep the whole time. The nun looked nothing like the picture. Figured out who the killer was pretty quickly. Bad decision making done by everyone. And that ending, that really isn't an ending. They left it wide open with the intention of making more of these, which they did. The only good part, and not by much, is the beginning of the movie. Catfishing nun was a first. They should have made the whole movie that instead. It definitely would have been more entertaining. So, there it is. That's the first time this season that Selena hated a movie that we liked.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do we do?
I don't know, but after she sent that to me, I said, well, the best part was this is the first time she was a bit behind on us, too. She watched it the day that episode came out, and I was just like, oh, shit. I'm like, you haven't listened to the episode yet, have you? She was like, no. She messaged us afterwards and was just like, well, shit. I guess that one's free, huh? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, you're not really going to watch 2 and 3, are you? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, I mean, why would you do that? I'm like, because the first one was great, man.
First one was pretty good.
I'm excited to see the next 2. Are you kidding me? Well, I'm at least excited to see 2. No.
I wouldn't say I'm excited. I'm definitely at least intrigued.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Well, I'm excited to still watch Best Ben 2 through whatever the fuck number they're on.
Just watch 2 and 3. Don't go past that. I told you this before. Do yourself a favor.
But still.
Yeah, there's like 13 of them. Don't fucking do it. It's not worth it. I made it up to 6 or 7, and I was like, these are horrible. It's so bad.
The magic is gone.
Don't do it. Sometimes independent filmmakers continuously pump out amazing movies. Looking at you, Dylan Brown. Then there are other independent filmmakers who should have stopped, or at least done something different. Do something different.
To quote Judd from The Good Pet Cemetery, sometimes dead is better.
Yeah, seriously. Well, that was Selena's thoughts. Now let's jump into 2024's Night Swim.
Let's jump into this pool. Well, we have to start with the synopsis, but before we get into that, my favorite part about this trailer coming out when I was like, Night Swim, what the fuck is this? And then watching it was like, I'm here for it. But also, how the fuck do you make an entire horror movie based around a swimming pool? Well,
they did it.
They did it.
Yep.
We're about to find out, but they did it.
So this is a rare one for all you suckers out there. The studio synopsis is spot the fuck on. I was shocked. I was like, well, I don't have to do any research. So the synopsis is: a family moves into a new home unaware that a dark secret from the house's past will unleash a malevolent force in the backyard pool. Perfect. I don't think that the word backyard was necessary because I don't recall ever once in my life seeing a front yard pool. It's a little strange.
I've seen a side yard pool.
Yeah, well.
That's also because it was fenced in and in the way the house was. Anyway, besides that, semantics.
Yeah, this movie was written and directed by Bryce McGuire, and if that name sounds familiar, he's the same writer who wrote Baghead from 2023. I feel like I mentioned this in 2023 on the podcast that I'd seen it and it was not good. There was a moment where I was like, did we do an episode on this? And then I had to this is how many episodes we've done at this point. I couldn't fucking remember. Went back through the catalog of movies we've talked about. We've never done it. I actually had to keep a note in my notes to be like, this should have been on one of our lists. Baghead should have been on one of our lists. It's not good. But it was also co-written. Night Swim was co-written by Rod Blackhurst, who has Bryce and Rod together wrote a short film that this movie is based off of. So there was a movie beforehand, a short film that Night Swim ended up becoming the long version of, basically, which is pretty cool. I love seeing that happen because that has happened a lot recently. People have made a short film and then it's gotten turned into something longer. Smile is one of those. Smile was a short film, got turned into 2, now a 3rd coming out this year.
Dude, before we go off into Night Swim, I would like to make it well known. I don't know if I ever put it into vocal documentation for the sleepover here, but I know I've told you, watching the trailer for Smile 2, I was like, what the fuck is this piece of shit? Yeah. Dude, Smile 2 kicks ass. It does not come to the same spooky magic that the first one does. Mm-hmm. Like, the first one is terrifying.
It's perfect. It's a perfect
And the second one, it has a couple creepy moments, but the ending is where you're sitting there going, how the fuck are they going to make a third one? And apparently they are.
Yeah. I need to be fair with 2 and give it another watch because I really disliked 2. I love the first movie so much so that one of my water bottles, I have the Smile Monster sticker on
I know
there.
you do.
I have an enamel pin of the fucking Smile Monster. I really
know you do.
love that first movie. The second one was such a fucking disappointment, but it's also why build off of basic perfection, in my opinion? That's they won't make Barbarian 2, which I'm currently wearing the crew neck sweatshirt of, because there's no reason to. Why fuck with perfection? And even at that point, same writer and director, they just announced, probably should have thrown this into the fucking Creeping It Real, but Weapons was apparently supposed to be part of the Barbarian universe. I still have not figured out how there's a connection.
BCU?
They just announced that they are making a prequel to Weapons called Gladdy, which is the old lady from Weapons is getting her own standalone movie, Weapon. Which I just think is fucking stupid. Just stop it. Anywho,
knock it off.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this amazing film.
So Night Swim starts off with a little flashback to, I believe it was 1996. Mm-hmm. Nope, 1992.
Yeah.
And it's a swimming pool in a backyard with a little girl, and she goes out there. She sees a boat, and she's like, oh, weird. Tries to reach in to grab the boat. Winds up falling into the water. Kiddo, it's the middle of the night. You really don't need to go in and get that boat. Just go back inside. It's fine. After she tried talking to her brother, who's quite sickly and hooked up to a bunch of monitors and machines in bed, and then the housekeeper decides to leave. The nurse. Sorry, not housekeeper. But the nurse is leaving, and the girl goes out, falls in the pool, sees a bunch of different, shadowy figures and bodies outside the pool. And then this boat keeps coming back later in the movie too.
Yep.
But then with the lights flickering, and we all know as the movie goes on, that is a tell that, ooh, shit's about to get real. She disappears. Where'd she go?
I love the sound design for this movie too, is because when the lights flicker, we get this awesome bass boom that goes along like in unison with the lights. It's so fucking cool. I love it. You're gonna hear me say I love it a lot during this during this episode. I really love this movie.
So we continue and we meet a family, which honestly, because of how many shit movies we've dealt with, I've just stopped giving a fuck about anybody's names in any of the movies that we watch.
Fair, same.
But I do remember his name is Ray, and he's played by Wyatt Russell. And honestly, there were so many times, which, sorry to bring it back to Pet Sematary, but where Jason Clarke and Wyatt Russell really kind of look similar to me.
Oh, for sure.
Like there were several times, I don't think I ever said it while we were talking about Pet Sematary because I wanted to get that fucking movie done with. There were several times I was like, why is Wyatt Russell? Nope, not him. All right, cool. And there were several times I was like, why is Jason Clarke? Nope. Okay. All right, we're good. So Wyatt Russell is playing a former baseball player, third baseman, and his family's looking for a house in Florida to try and get better because he has a lot of medical problems now in his legs, most specifically. They go to the doctor, and the doctor's giving him all sorts of bad predictions, like it could possibly be MS.
Yeah.
None of the places that they find are good, and none of them are jumping out at them until they take a drive down a little casual neighborhood, and we see the house from the very beginning of the movie with the spooky pool.
Dun, dun, dun.
They go adventuring through the house, and they're like, oh, wow, I really like this. And they go up back, and there's sure as shit the pool all covered up, and there is a baseball sitting on top of one of the tarps in the pool. Wyatt, you really don't need to try and reach in to grab it, just like the boat. But he does, and what does he do? He falls into the pool.
Yep, sure done diddly does.
He starts getting like flashbacks of his career and things like that. And this is where we start going, something's taken to him. Something has taken to him real fucking quick. Because they get him out of the pool, and of course he's staring back at it like, something's up with this. Wait a minute. They move in. They start cleaning out the pool because it's old, and I think, if I remember correctly, hasn't been touched in 15 to 20 years is what they were saying. Yep. 15 years? No, it doesn't work the same.
No.
So they're all cleaning out the pool together, and Wyatt, I'm just going to call him Wyatt, Ray is down cleaning out the pool drain and reaches so far down into the goddamn thing and slices his hand right the fuck open. And first off, big problem there, because what happens after that? Every goopily bloopily thing comes bubbling out of that drain. I would have been like, all right, fucking cut it off. It's gone. I don't know what I have now, but cut it off. So he slices his hand open. The diving board is really sketchy. Like one of the kids sits on it and it like creaks and moves, and they're like, oh, that's not going to be great later. They managed to get the pool all clean, and this is where we start seeing more creepy shit. The mom goes swimming at night because they have a pool now. What do you do besides go swimming whenever the fuck you want? And so she does. We see at this, now knowing how the movie ends, I can believe it's probably actually her husband versus a mirage of her husband with the cane standing right outside while she's doing her rotary breathing.
No, I'm going to say
okay. So it is fake.
It is 100% the water, simply because there's, like most movies, possession movies, the possession takes time. A demon that takes anybody over, it takes time to grow the power to actually do what it needs to do. I mean, like, people will probably be like, well, that's not how it is in The Exorcist. And no, that is how it is in The fucking Exorcist, because we have a time jump. That's the difference between movies then and now. Now movies are fucking spoon-fed to y'all because you're simple-minded and you need to know how much time has passed, versus you watch
at the same point you don't care because you're on your phone half the time.
You watch a movie back in the day and it's fucking context clues. The movie starts in one season and then the next scene, it's 2 seasons later. Fucking use your brain for once. Things like this take time, but we also, as the progression of the movie, the creepy things we see, those things are manifesting themselves, which lends to let you, see that the pool is able to, well, you gotta stop blaming it on the fucking pool. The water is able to manifest things. The pool has nothing to do with it. It's just the water.
Yeah.
That's why it's called night swim, not night pool, or the haunted diving board, or deep end. There's so many names they could have gone with if it was the pool's fault, but it's not the pool's fault. It's the fucking water, because they are also informed after the cleaning, and he cuts his hand. They get a crew to come in and like clean the drain out, and the pool cleaner's amped. He's like, "This is crazy. This is fresh, like spring water. Like this is actually being pumped in from an outside source. They don't make them like this anymore. This is a rare. Like, you have something super fucking rare, which is even cooler because it's fresh water. You don't have that chlorine stank to it. It's fresh." And it cycles itself out. So you just have a constant cycle of fresh water coming in that doesn't require anything being added to it. Which I was like, that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. But also, oops.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get there. But the mom goes inside, everybody's asleep, and she's like, okay, my husband was not out there. Then we get the cat. Cider goes out.
You remember the cat's name, but not the people's names.
Well, that's because they sat there going, Cider, 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 Cider. Also, Cider was played by 2 cats, by the way.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
No, I saw it. I saw it in the credits. Cider was played by Alex and Belle.
Also, kudos to the writers for giving an animal name and not a human name.
Frank.
I mean, I'm guilty of giving an animal a human name, but
listen, you know my dog's name, so
Otis is cute as shit. I don't give a fuck, and he's named after Otis Norman, who is on my screen off to my right here. I love it.
He's just hanging out.
Yep.
But Cider's gone, and we find out that did Cider go into the pool or did Cider run away? We find the collar in the pool. But no Cider to be found. And Dad's cut has mysteriously healed overnight. So they decide to go get a pool cover because Mom is like, nah, fuck that, man. Absolutely not. Not having my kids go out there, and she's having nightmares about being in the pool as well. Dad goes swimming at night, and he seems perfectly healthy. He's not limping. He's not in pain. And then they go do a bunch of like sports tests with like the fucking Bane mask breather on him and running, and he's lifting. He's running perfectly fine. And the doctor's like, I don't know what the fuck you did. And he goes, we have a pool.
Yeah.
I love that line because it's just.
His wife was like, we've been doing the diet you gave us. And he's just like, yeah. And we have a pool. He's super amped about it.
He's so proud. He's like, I got a pool. Yeah. So the son wants to go swimming in the pool, but Dad is currently, working on some training videos, and he's recording over old family movies, which this is the start of, something is really wrong.
Yeah.
Because you can tell from the beginning, he's definitely a family guy. Mm-hmm. But he's also... he cares about his family. This is not like a dickhead dad, but then he starts recording over his family movies. Like, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was his son's first bat or something, or it was like a birthday party. And you could tell also from the get-go that they're a bit more proud of the sister than they are of him. Yeah. And that really starts coming into play with the whole dad being controlled by the water. And it's getting sad. But he's like, hey, Dad, can you come swim with me? And he goes, nah, I'm going to lift this weight real quick. Grab that 25, put it on the end of that. Sweet. Here. They were throwing coins into the pool, and they were swimming to catch them and get them, and that was their game. Cool. That's like the little torpedoes that you just launch in, and then you go get them. He draws a smiley face on the coin, and then he goes, here, throw this in and go get it. So basically, he's ignoring his son, and it's not the first time he does it either.
Well, he tells him to throw the smiley face one, and he'll go get it. He's like, take these, go get them, but throw this one in there. I'll be out there, and I'll come find this one. Like, specifically telling him he'll find the smiley face one, which is on my... yeah, I've seen this movie a lot. But this is... it's kind of like a slighted, like, ha, 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 I know what I'm doing thing, because I mean, like you stated, this is definitely the moment where you're like, oh fuck,
Yep.
something's off with him. Like he's really going for it, and he's technically like kind of potentially trying to sacrifice his own kid.
Yep. That's exactly what it is, but we'll get there in a few moments. So the kid goes swimming, and I think her name was Rebecca. Rebecca is the girl from the very beginning of the movie, and we hear her name called, and he's like hearing things and seeing things, and he had an action figure which drifted into the pool filter. And then the most thing happens where he reaches in, and then some creepy waterboarded hand reaches out and grabs him and tries to pull him in. And we see this freaky fucking faced demon just slink back under the water.
Yeah, for those of you wondering what it looks like, look at the title card.
Dude, when you actually see it,
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome. The part that gets me every time is before the hand even grabs him, he's pulling it out. He's pulling the action figure out, and it's got hair wrapped around it, and it grosses me out every time. Yeah, because it's like gloopy and wet from the water. It's just nasty. And the hand that grabs him is also hairy.
Yep.
It's
Chewbacca grabs him.
Yeah.
Dude, bringing it back,
you get
baby.
a lightsaber off.
This is the
screen.
horror property.
You hear a lightsaber off screen, and the hand gets chopped off, just like the fucking. What's the thing called in the cave?
The Wampa? Tauntaun? No, Tauntaun's what he rides in on. It's the Wampa. Is it the Wampa?
Yeah.
Hang on. Here we go, Google. Wampa.
Yeah, the Tauntaun is the.
It's the Wampa.
Hello.
And I thought they spelled bad. Shout out to a Family Guy joke. On the outside. There you go. Fucking love those Star Wars things. Something dark side. Something complete. Anyway.
Oh man.
So yeah, we see the spooky pool monster. The kid goes inside. The mom comes out going, "Who the fuck's out here? Motherfuckers." At this rate, mom should have gone in and been like, "Hey, dad, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I said go swim with your kid. Don't let him almost drown in a goddamn pool." Of course, that's what happens. There was a boy that the daughter met her first day at the new school who's passing out flyers of like cheer or whatever the fuck.
Basketball.
Sure, basketball. And she invites him over to the pool late at night while the parents are not there. I mean, kinda, but it's in a very creepy way. Like, I mean, obviously something happens where she's not about it, but it just feels very weird in its whole point.
Yeah.
Regardless, they go swimming, and this is the trailer moment. This is the very first trailer moment. When I saw this, I was like, oh, it's happening. They decide to play Marco Polo. And honestly, Marco Polo has always kind of been a little terrifying to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you close your eyes, even if you're playing during the day, you don't know where your friends are. And then all of a sudden somebody could be right behind you and they go, Polo.
Yeah. And then
it's like, fuck you.
And then a brown log floats to the surface.
Oh, look, Baby Ruth. Now, she starts playing Marco Polo and she calls him fish out of water. And I was like, wow, I haven't heard that in years. That's where the person whose polo is trying to sneak out of the water. And they're like, get your ass back in, bitch. You're cheating. Now, he starts whispering polo. Then he does go fish out of water. And then we hear whispers of polo. But then she's cheating because we can see the camera through her eyes and through her eyelashes. It's a really cool camera shot of like this head that pops up out of the deep end. And we see the lights flickering. And we're like, that's not the boy.
Mm-mm.
That's not the boy.
It's real pale.
Uh-huh. And then it goes silent and she goes, Marco. And then from right behind her, we see this big, bloated, fat thing. And it just goes, Polo. And drags her down into the water.
He is my favorite of the creatures in this movie.
Fucked.
Yeah.
And we see him again because he drags her farther down. And at first, I was like, okay. But when this shot comes back later in the movie, it's done so well and so cool. We see that she's trying to swim away from what feels like forever. And also, everybody's lung capacity in this movie is tremendous.
Yeah, so there's that aspect of it, but keep in mind, anytime, like when the son goes in and he's swimming by himself, he doesn't throw the smiley face coin in earlier. He's sitting in the shallow end underwater with his toy. And then
Yep,
the
that's
coin
right.
gets,
And something starts throwing him.
something else throws the coin in, but that shot's in slow motion. When she's being pulled underwater, the shot is also in slow motion. But you also get, when she's getting pulled over, it's the first time you really get this like vastness of like, okay, so the pool really isn't the issue here. It's the water, because you now are just in this void, this aquatic void, if you will.
It's fucked.
It's horrifying.
And I will be one of the first people to admit it. I have thalassophobia, the fear of open water.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jaws. Thanks, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Motherfucker. I was watching this going, I hate you. I hate
Pools for
you.
you now.
I mean, listen, as long as I can see the bottom, I'm fine with it. If the lights start flickering, though, I'm getting the fuck out. I've seen this movie. Bitch, not doing it. But she goes down, and yeah, it's like that massive open void.
Yeah.
And then she looks up and she sees like the square outline of the rest of the pool. So she takes back up, and then she starts like, she gets out of the pool and there's the fucking lover boy right there. And she's trying to maintain like, oh, I kind of like this guy / I don't want to seem like I just had a weird trip.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's like, all right, hey, I got to go, and kisses her. And then she's in the mindset of like, ugh.
Well, her parents get home. Her brother yells out that the parents are home, and so he dips. And
But it doesn't feel right. And we don't know what happened prior to that. But again, it's like 3 days of them living there, maybe at this point.
Well, it's technically, on my multiple watches of this, they've been there for a few weeks at that point.
Oh, okay.
But it's not fully mentioned. It's more of a context clue thing, because they mentioned first day of school. Then they're like, hey, you have a test. How's this going? Oh, cool. You're going to try out for baseball, which the little brother wants to do that. Then it's to, hey, you finally are going to be playing a game, and we're going to be going to practice. And so like the main focus of the movie is clearly what's going on with the water and the father. And they do a really good job at jumping time. And yeah, I guess on anyone's first watch, you're going to be like, man, they're just, what the fuck is going on? But on a second watch, you'll pick up pretty quickly, being like, oh, yeah. Okay, time has passed. And like,
funny enough, that's a note of what the fuck is happening.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, as you said, they're trying out for things like the son is trying out for baseball. Him and dad go to practice where he's still hobbling on his cane. And, all the other kids are like, wow, former whatever player.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool.
His dad was approached by the baseball coach and asked if he would come and teach, like co-coach with him and teach a little bit of what's going on.
And he seems very proud of all the other kids, especially the coach's kid. I think his name was Ty. Like Ty smashes it out of the park. It's great. Other kids, they're doing great. Yep, bring your elbow down, whatever. His kid gets up there, misses the first one. He's like, oh, fuck. All right. Second one kind of nicks it, and it goes. And he's like, hey, good for you. And then they're like, hey, Ray, why don't you take a swing? Misses the first one, if I remember correctly. And then completely obliterates.
He misses the first two.
Oh, does he?
He misses the first one. Then the second one, he swings and his hip gives out. And he spins
that's what it was.
and falls. And you hear a crack that's real loud. Then he stands up, and it's as if the water makes its presence known within him. And there's like a moment, it's very quick because you get like a full body shot. But if you watch his left hip and knee, everything like kind of quickly like pops back into place. And then it's like through his vision, and you get this like everything's intensified moment. And you're like, okay. And then the pitch comes, and we get this amazing slow motion where he swings, and the bat hits the baseball, and the baseball just tears open.
It gets obliterated.
So fucking cool. Then the ball goes flying, and I love the kid in the outfield runs and then just stops. He's just like,
Yep.
yeah, there's no fucking chance.
I'm not. Nah, fuck that.
And
I'm
then
not doing that.
it hits one of the lights, like the big boom lights that they have in the parks, and shatters a light bulb. It's
Great. All that glass is now in the
unbelievable.
outfield.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ray. Fucking
It's
selfish.
so fucking cool.
It is cool. And this is where they decide, hey, let's have a pool party.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So at this point, the son and the daughter are like, fuck this pool. Absolutely not. Where the son goes, hey, when I told you mom and dad were home the other night and I saw your face about the pool, you saw something, didn't you? And she's like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut your mouth. Don't talk about it. Mom catches on. She's like, what's the matter? And they're like, no, nothing. Everything's fine. We're just excited about the pool party. And she's like, oh, fuck. They've seen something too. Because at this point now, every member of the family has had some weird fucking thing with the pool. Some are happier, Ray, than others. Because Ray is functional again. The man can walk. The man is getting a second chance at his career. So the pool party's happening, and we get one of the neighbors shows up, who I thought this was the realtor at first. Nah, it's just one of the neighbors. And she's like, oh, wow, that pool, I'm glad someone's getting use out of it. And the mom's like, hey, I did some research. The pool was closed for like 15, 20 years. And she goes, oh, okay, well, I didn't want to tell you, but now that you've been here, yeah, I should have put that together. Now that you've been here for like a few weeks. Some girl went missing in the pool in like 92. And it's like, motherfucker. Really? So the son at this point is like, nah, something's fucked with the pool. So he goes up and sets up a video camera filming from his parents' room. And Ray wants to play chicken against Steroid Shrek, which this random neighbor is just some big, bald, muscly dude. And he's playing chicken. And he's like, oh, this guy thinks he owns the pool. Hey, Ty, the coach's kid, you want to come play chicken? After he also went and found the fucking ball that he obliterated out of the park, and Ray signs it, and they go play chicken, and we see the pool the water start to take hold of Ray, where they get deeper and deeper into the pool, and we see this green, black goo mist type whatever start to flow into Ray, and he starts backing up farther and farther down into the deep end, bringing Ty down with him, where Steroid Shrek has already lost, but Ray is still backing up farther into the pool, and he will not let Ty go. And at this point, we see the flailing arms, and luckily the kid was upstairs filming this shit because he goes, oh, fuck, Mom, something's gone wrong in the pool. The coach goes in and grabs his kid. Ray is still in the bottom of the pool, and they get him out, and you see the marks of just gripped hands on Ty's thighs.
Ty's thighs.
Jesus Christ, that is such a brutal little detail. I love it. It's so dark and depressing, but it's so good. So the pool party's over at this point. The cops have come, EMTs, and it's like they don't want to press charges because with Ray's condition, sometimes his muscles seize up, and that's what they're calling it as an excuse. At this point, Mom is like, fuck all of this.
Yeah.
We're leaving. We need to get away from the water. Something's fucked with it. Ray, get in the car. He's like, but the pool's fine. We have a pool. Nothing's wrong. The pool's great.
The water
Ray eventually
calls me.
Eventually, Ray gets in the car. They start backing up, and he starts throwing up blood.
No, he's throwing up pond scum. It is not blood. He's throwing up the same shit that came out of the drain after he cut his hand. Yeah, not blood. The water is within him, which we end up seeing somebody else. It comes out of them as well.
That was fucking weird. But the mom does more research and finds she looked up previous owners of the house, previous people that lived there. A bunch of people have gone missing around the pool. And she goes and finds the family from 92, which it's just the mom now.
Yep.
The son, Thomas, who's doing so well for himself, is off somewhere, doesn't call as much as she would like for him to. And she doesn't acknowledge the fact that she used to have a daughter because the water is still in the mom, and she starts going about how a sacrifice needs to be made and how
the water's
it
not
comes
just in that mother. It's in her house.
It's everywhere.
She's a water fountain in the house that has that spring water still pumping in it. And she's sick. She's got like a breather on. And she was like, "Oh, I can't roam too far from here." And it's near that water fountain that she has inside her house.
Jesus Christ.
She's
And it
not
starts like the blood starts going down the fucking oxygen tube that she's breathing into.
It's not blood. It's the pond scum. It's the water
pond scum.
It's the fucking water. You want this to be way gorier than it is. It's just the water. The water lives
I'm here
within
for
them.
it. God damn. So it's so fucky, dude. Like,
Yeah.
she's going on about how, well, I needed to sacrifice somebody, and little one was the sacrifice to make my Thomas better. Thomas got up that night once he heard his sister screaming outside.
It's fine.
Tried to go help. Mom locked him in his room.
Sure done diddly did.
What the fuck, Mom?
Mom of the year right there. No.
1992 really didn't have much going for it, if that's the case.
1992 had a lot going for her. Great music, man. I miss the grunge era. But she also like through laughter and a smile, like straight up tells her like, your husband is going to sacrifice somebody. He's going to be so much better. You're going to be so much better. You're going to be happy. Like, excuse the fuck out of me. And as she's doing this, she starts coughing and her eyes fill up with pond water, the pond scum, and it starts running out of her nostrils and out of her eyes. And it's just fucked. It's so badass.
God damn. So we cut back to the house. The kids are back. I don't entirely remember if they said where they went, but the kids arrived first. The dad never left. The dad is getting better because he's currently sitting in the shower with all the weird pond scum veins and shit. And he just gets up and cracks back into like, "Hello, I am your father." It's like, where Mom is flooring it back home because she's like, fuck, one of them is going to die and shit's going to go south hardcore quick. So we hear the jingle of a little cat bell, and then we hear meow. And so the son goes outside after filling a glass with water, and the water starts like rippling and like moving. Yeah. First off, I'm glad he didn't drink it, because that is just straight up like, bro, your water's moving.
Yeah. It's alive.
Yeah. He puts it down on the counter, and as he walks away, it starts sliding. I was like, oh, fuck, I think I know exactly where this is going. He goes outside. Kid, I'm going to be completely honest with you. You could have seen that cider was not inside that floating flamingo for a while now.
Yeah.
But
that's what,
sure as shit.
This is why he's not the favorite.
He goes onto the diving board, which is already problematic as is, and sees that there's no cat in the flamingo. And then we look up and we see the wonderful thumbnail monster show up, use its fucking razor nails to pop the flamingo, and the son falls into the pool as the pool cover is also rolling itself out. Now, he starts screaming and freaking out. The daughter runs out, and as the daughter runs past, the glass slides off the counter and shatters with a gigantic shard of glass sticking straight up. And I went, ooh, watch your feet, watch your feet, watch your feet. Doesn't go into the feet. I don't think it honestly made it any better. Now, she goes out and tries to stop the pool crank from, or the cover crank from going out. And it's fighting. Mm-hmm. It's stronger than her. The mom comes out, tries to do the same fucking thing. And eventually they get it to stop. And mom says, go inside, get the phone, call the police or call someone, regardless. It's not call dad, because she goes in, slips on the water, and high fives the shard of glass into her palm.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm glad it wasn't the foot, but at the same point, that was like watching her just go as she pulls it out. It's like, oh, fuck you, man. Ow.
I love a good glass being removed practical, because there's so many movies that do it quick, where they just place what looks like something stabbed in there, but they just pull it out quick so you don't see it. But you can there. It's always pleasant when you're like, ooh, they angled it just right, and they're able to like make it look like it's coming out. And this is one of those moments I'm like, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking good. So the mom dives in, can't see the sun anywhere, and then she's like, oh fuck. She sees this weird portal type bubbly thing at the bottom. She goes up and grabs a hose, ties it to the diving board, and dives in after, using that as like a lifeline or a breathing tube as she tries to use it for. It goes and goes and continues to go into that abyss void. And then it runs out. It's still attached. That's great and all, but she runs out of hose. Hey-oh.
I was trying so hard not to be
I saw your dance move that we all, me, was wonderfully graced by. But she keeps swimming down and eventually sees the sun. Meanwhile, the daughter pulls the glass out of her hand and she hears something and goes, Dad? No? Where she starts wandering around the house trying to figure out where her dad is. And then he just pops up and he starts talking with like a watery, like warbly voice, which is such a cool little detail and so unnerving at the same point.
And he's just standing in shadow too while he's doing it.
And it's like from the last point she saw him throwing up pond scum and all like gnarled. And then he just goes, there you are. Fuck you. No, absolutely not.
No, you saw nothing. I'm gone.
Absolutely not. And he just zips up right next to her and smacks the phone out of her hand and smacks her. She tries to run away and he grabs her hair. I think he slams her head against the wall.
He throws her against the fucking wall, dude.
Yeah. And then rips a chunk of her hair out. She takes off and this is such a fuck you moment for his demon character. He just stops, tilts his head and goes, Marco.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I hate you. The daughter goes to hide in the garage where there's like his little highlight reel on the TV and she sees the Louisville Slugger and he pops up out of nowhere for a okay jump scare and just goes, you were supposed to say polo. Like, God damn you. I know I shouldn't like you right now, but that's really good. So the mom now finds the sun and she has her keys, which have a little flashlight on them. And when she loses the hose, she drops the keys, which, Mom, I really hope you didn't need those because you're not getting those back. Like, I hope you weren't, I hope that wasn't your favorite little mini keychain flashlight because you're never seeing it again.
She can get another one at true value.
Yeah. She goes down, grabs the kid, and starts swimming back up. Where then all of a sudden every single water ghoul ghost demon thing starts swimming at them and grabbing them, trying to drown them, trying to bring them down. And it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
There's the spooky fat one. There's the nails one. There's Rebecca who shows up and is very sweet.
Yes.
Because she has that little smile coin as the mom is trying to swim back to what she thinks is the top of the pool. Rebecca drops the coin. And it floats up. It's metal. It should float down. Sure as shit, Mom looks down and she sees that she was swimming the wrong way because the pool was fucking with her. Or the water was fucking with her. Yep. That is such a beautiful little detail that was so cool to see. And then it was like, cool. Rebecca, the kind, friendly ghost. Mom gets out of the pool, brings the kid with her, tries to revive him, resuscitate him, whatever. And Dad shows up right behind her like, sacrifice time. He's meant to die. He needs to go back in the water. The daughter, who was originally thought to be locked in the garage, has gotten out and then takes the Louisville Slugger to both of his headlights, otherwise known as his knees, his already shit knees.
Yeah.
Dude, at this point, your dad's a demon.
Yeah.
House his ass. I know he's your dad. House his ass. And she just starts swinging for non-vital parts, doesn't bonk him upside the head, hits him in the stomach, hits him in the shoulder area, hits him in the knees. And they manage to kind of bring the son back. Also, his name's Elliot, because I put it down once in my notes.
There you go.
They start trying to be like, all right, we got to get the fuck out of here. They start trying to bring him away. Elliot then starts spewing up the pond scum, and the water has him now. So at this point, Ray goes, oh, fuck. Someone has to pay.
Yeah.
The water needs somebody. And so he decides, I'm going to be the person to pay. And he walks into the water, says, see you later, and goes down under the water and swallowed by some weird pond scummy vortex. The lights come back, and the water's perfectly crystal clear. Dad is gone. Ray is gone. We get a little video of him recording, like, hey, I don't know what's going to happen at all of the end of this, but, like, I love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, fuck, he's a good dad.
He's a good dad.
Wyatt Russell's a pretty good actor. And then at this point, I'm like, all right, so all that shit just happened, and we're staring at the pool. We gotta do anything? And then sure as shit, she's like, all right, cool, bring it in. They start filling in the pool with dirt.
Don't skip over this amazing moment. So they do this whole situation's fucked. This pool is fucked. The water's fucked. What do we do? Should we sell the house?
We can go anywhere.
Should we sell the house? And the son goes, wait, no, because if we do that, this can happen to somebody else.
Yep.
And then we get the jump forward for those of you who need to be spoon-fed. It's a different day, and they fill the pool in. Dude, best fucking ending to a movie ever. Mm-hmm. Every horror movie ever that has a haunted X, Y, and Z, it's always like, all right, we survived this. Let's move. Dude, what? You're just going to leave somebody else to be fucked? Like, what a shitty goddamn thing to do. This is.
Yeah, we need a sequel in this day and age. Goddamn.
Fuck that. That's why this movie's perfect, because they're like, let's just do the world a favor. Let's just fucking break the shit down and bury it and move on. Let's live in this dope ass house. Because, and the daughter also says dad's here. So there's that whole, like, they know he's still in spirit of some sort. He's still there.
Did.
So, yeah. And that is 2024's Night Swim.
Now, as I stated, there are two cats that play Cider, Alex and Belle. That's sad, but maybe it was, for good reasons. Maybe they only had a cat on certain days. Maybe that cat was busy Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
In the pool.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
The thing I was talking about earlier where we were going to get to it is when we go see Rebecca's mother, and she's talking about how it's like some magical haunted spring and how the water demands sacrifice. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's the whole point. That's why when, like I mentioned, that you skipped over, and that's why I brought it up, was they got the pool guys to come in after the dad cut his hand, and they were like, oh, this is really cool because the water that gets pumped into here is natural spring water. It's coming from a natural spring. So she also goes into detail to talk about the people that lived there, the natives that lived on the land back in the day before Columbus and the fucking Brits came in and ruined everything. They utilized that water for sacrifices to succeed in things, to gain things, and it has been abused and used over the years and decades upon centuries. And,
maybe I need to watch it again.
Yeah. I mean, I've legitimately lost count. It's been a minute since I've watched it, but I know for a fact I saw this in theaters, and then I saw it like tail end of it having its theatrical run, because it was only like a short time later it was streaming. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's out already. So I watched it again, and it had been like maybe 2 months. And I was just like, fuck yeah. And then I've watched it again. And then, I went out and bought some movies today, and it for some reason didn't cross my mind that, I should own this because it's fucking amazing.
Whamp, 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 whamp.
Also, it is an Atomic Monster production. For those of you who know that, then you know that production company makes some pretty good movies and a lot of really shit movies. But hey.
Which, funnily enough, the movie we're talking about next week is also an Atomic Monster. But we'll get there in a few brief moments because, of course, as Rob stated, that was 2024's Night Swim. We have to crown a bloody legend for that. I have an idea, but seeing as you enjoy this movie and love it, I want you to crown the bloody legend because you'll probably make better sense and
me
better do.
I mean, I straight up just want to give it to Bryce McGuire. I guess, and Rod Blackhurst. The two of them together, they wrote an amazing story and script as well. Obviously, the lines from kids are always a little.
You can only get so much with child actors.
Granted,
they're not all going to be winners.
The daughter's not a child; she's in her 20s. But
she plays an early teenager in high school.
Just being able to write a movie that covers all of the points and gets things across so well. Like you kept mentioning, this was your first watch, and you're just like, he's a good dad. He's only a good dad for a very short period of this movie, but the story and script that they wrote delivers how much of a good dad that he is, that even in that short period of time, when the completion of the movie comes where he sacrifices himself, it hurts you because you're just like, fuck.
Oh,
like he had no control. Like he noticed the water was healing him, but didn't see the awful things it was doing to him inside. And it wasn't until it was too late where the water had completely taken him over. And even then,
the water was about to take his son.
He breaks through that to even be like, yep, I see what's going on here. I need to go because the water demands it. Somebody must die. Like there's no way around it. You can't get too far. That's the old lady, the mother from the opening of the movie says it like, you can't strafe too far from the water. It's going to kill you. It will always find somebody. Somebody needs to die. So there was no way around it. It was either the son or him, and he sacrificed himself. I just think that Bryce and Rod did an unbelievably amazing job making an amazingly well-rounded script and a beautiful story and doing the one and only logical thing that it never happens in horror movies. This thing is fucked. Destroy it.
They ended it.
And they ended it. Yeah, there's no reason. There was an interview the year after the movie came out during a horror convention where they were being interviewed like, hey, is there going to be a Night Swim 2? And they're like, no, it's done.
Good.
We finished it. It's completed, which is beautiful. I love that. We don't need fucking sequels to goddamn everything. So
nope.
I'm going to say the bloody legends of the week are Bryce McGuire and Rod Blackhurst. I think they're just amazing guys. Good job.
Rad. Well, I think I know where your rating is going to go, but Rob, on a scale of 1 to 10 Marco Polos, how many would you give to Night Swim from 2024?
This is a solid 9 for me.
Okay.
It still has, its glaring main issue, an overuse of unnecessary CGI, but also just an overuse of CGI.
There's only so much real shit you could do underwater.
Okay, but there's 1,500 things you can do with a boat. And that boat from the opening of the movie, when it pops out of the water, is fully CGI, and it is done so poorly that when it starts going, there's a bubble that floats up into the sky and pops in cartoony fashion. Rewatch it, and when you see it, you're going to be like, oh, fuck. It's one of those, you can't unsee it once you've seen it. And when I hit play the other night, I was just like, oh, here comes that stupid fucking cartoon bubble. And yeah. That's my one complaint about the movie.
That fucking bubble.
There is practical use of anything. Yes, the pond creatures are not on screen for a very long amount of time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you can't take the time in the budget you had to do some practical and then just, add some shaders over it to make it look a little bit darker. But no, they just took live actors and then CGI'd over them. Didn't even use the live actor for a few of those things. They were just fully CGI'd. That's my one and only complaint about this movie. But yeah, so it's a 9. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give this movie?
I would probably give it a 7. Again, I would definitely... I can kind of see both sides of the coin, no pun intended here, but definitely the reasons as to why people probably thought it was a bad movie, I can see. I can see reasons as to why people enjoy it. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely more in the enjoying camp than I am in the I don't like it camp. Again, there is only so much you could do with a haunted swimming pool, but at the same point, I am willing to go watch it again because the shit that you're elaborating here is making me go, oh, I totally completely missed that. Because I was just more in the mindset of what the fuck is happening. So I'll give it a solid 7. I enjoyed it. Again, I think I've seen like a handful of things with Wyatt Russell in him. But man, he's really good.
He's a great actor.
I really like him.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, and his dad's pretty cool too.
Hey-o.
Hey. Well, that, of course, as we have stated about 14,000 times, here's the thing. We have talked about 2024's Night Swim. Now we are moving on to our... Hang on.
Hold the phone.
What?
Hold
What?
the phone.
What?
Hold the phone.
What?
Does Night Swim
Oh, yeah.
stay in the dungeon, or does Right Swim get released? Yeah, I already
Fucking
I
hate
already
you.
came up with the title. Like, fucking...
I swear the last time we talked about this, you said Nice Swim.
Nice Swim, that's great. No, it's the Right Swim.
Okay. It's definitely the right swim. No, I'm 100% here for this thing being free. And so, yeah, as Rob is holding up 4 fingers right now, we have 4 movies out of now 18.
Almost 20. Yep.
Jesus Christ. So let's run down it real quick. I'll go almost a year ago, by the way.
Yep.
I told you before we started recording, if my math is correct, we are which our math is not correct, and you'll be hearing from future / past Rob and Jason in later episodes. But we are going to, if everything goes correct, end 1 day shy of Frankenstein's Island being released in 2025. We're supposed to end season 3, the season of suffering, on March 15th of 2026.
Whoops.
Yep. Anyway, in the dungeon, we have Outback from 2015, Frankenstein's Island, Lethal Virus, 11-11-11, Girls with Balls, The Snarling, Six-Headed Shark Attack, Birdemic, the guard of the dungeon, Kiss Meets the Phantom, Alien Convergence, Don't Speak, Terror, Mouse Crap. We have Meat Cleaver Massacre, Pet Cemetery. Where's the Massacre? From 2019, and then Pet Cemetery from 2019. And of course, Roaming Free, again, similar to the Best Nun. We have Best Ben. We have Itsy Bestie. We have the Best Nun, and the vault opening up again with the sun peering in and going, ah! We have Right Swim from 2024. Man, it feels good to do that. It feels good to like set some of these free because Jesus Christ, our ratio sucked.
Dude, there were some. I stand by it. There's some on your list that when I looked through your list, I was like, why? These are good movies. Like, the fuck is wrong with you?
You told me, hey, go take a look at the worst movies on streaming platforms, and I took some of the worst looking and the worst reviewed, and that's my list. And then there's also some landmines, which I'm praying we still get.
Yeah, no. Please fucking
Just for
goddamn
funsies.
no. Absolutely not. Those landmines, I will fucking step on one for real life before I have to watch those.
Well, before we do go any further into that, as stated, we only have now 2 episodes left of the season of suffering. But, you know, we do love our little side episodes. So before we talk about what movie will be happening after February, that's right, it will be taking place. The next Dice Roll movie will be coming out on, funnily enough, Sunday, March 1st. Sunday, March 1st. But you know what's coming out next weekend, Rob, on Sunday, February 1st?
I have no idea.
We take a step back in time. Baby, it's February. It's February with Friends.
Yay!
And what a better way to start off February with Friends than a return to the OG friend herself. We will be talking about, and boy howdy am I sure glad we finally decided to talk about, The Conjuring Last Rites from 2024, 5? I don't know.
25.
With Christine.
She's back.
Our OG friend.
And I
is
finally
back.
get to meet her.
Dude, right? I was talking with her at work earlier. I was like, you haven't been on the show in like 2 years.
Yeah. And she's never
Dude,
met
fucking
me.
time. Yeah, that too. Time has flown. But that is looking forward to next week and next month, February with Friends as a whole. Dude, we have some great lineups that y'all are not ready for.
Damn straight.
Hell yeah. Well, before we get into that tremendous stuff, let's roll your dice for your final movie, actually.
Yep, my final one. Let's hope this one doesn't suck all of the donkey dicks, but it probably will.
Only one way to find out. Roll that shit.
Nope, we already did that one. We're not washing girls with balls again.
Fuck you. See, this is the part we're at where there's a couple of rerolls. Uh-oh.
Rolled an 18.
I swear to God.
Dude, there was a moment there where I almost said, oh, I rolled this one already. But I can't lie to you guys. I rolled an 18. So next week, we're going to be watching 2014's Ouija.
Why does it already feel like I'm about to go watch Tarot, the prequel/sequel?
Fuck Netflix.
Well, you remember how we say
I don't wanna.
We hope? Yeah, no, we weren't gonna. We were hoping it wasn't gonna suck all the donkey dick, but hey, it will. Now, remember, February 1st,
Yay!
Conjuring Last Rites with Christine. February with Friends kicks off. Ouija we'll talk about in March.
I'm excited to talk to Christine. Not so much about the movie.
And that's it. But, of course, before we do send you off, please, if you've enjoyed what you've been listening to, thank you very much, first off, for listening. But definitely go follow us on our socials, the Instagram, the TikTok, the Facebook, Threads. We have our Twitch, twitch.tv/spoiler sleepover. We also have our Patreon. If you are very interested in what you're hearing and want to hear more, go to patreon.com/spoiler sleepover podcast. If you follow us on Instagram, you saw that I had to make a bit of a postpone. The drum video is fighting me technology-wise. It will happen.
Yeesh.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit later than the end of January, but it will happen. I promise. And of course, go support our wonderful sponsor, Gore Clown Shop. Please, please do. Again, for the horror lover in your life, if you're a horror lover, which I hope you are, because, hey, here you are, loving horror on our podcast. God damn it. Gore Clown Shop. And, of course, use our code SLEEPOVER for 15% off at checkout. Now, until next week, the best first that we have here, February 1st. February with Friends. Rob.
No.
I'll see you in February, bitch.
See you then.
I'm still sick. I didn't have the voice to do that. Sleep tight, suckers.
Yeah, well, I'll do it for you. While Jason Michael dies.
Leave it all in, future Jason.
He's dying. It's the pond water.
Maybe I should go jump in the pool.
Pond water.
February with Friends, bitch.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Spoiler Sleepover, but the fun won't stop there. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and if you have any episode ideas, please send them our way at spoilersleepover@gmail.com. That'd be really fantastic of you. So, until next week, sleep tight, suckers!
Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books? Movies? Podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers.